Congrats every time I'm through. Same pack and nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones.
Hello, everyone. It's the Coach.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 28-yard line. The AFC heading out on offense, and leading him is number 15 from the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, in his first ever Pro Bowl.
Get your tux, get your best suit. Let's head to the red carpet. NFL Honors is coming up, and he will be the heavy favorite to be the NFL MVP. And let's face it, we'll see him here at the Pro Bowl many times to come in future years.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 35 on second down, Mahomes. And he gets it to his KC running mate. That's Tyreek Hill. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down for Patrick Mahomes. What a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about, if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. To Gordon, out left. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what. And he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the AFC takes it all the way down the field to score on their opening drive. So the AFC, remember, of course, they won the last couple years here in Orlando and off to a good start in this one.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game, how many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
Extra point up and through by Score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Rams' Todd Gurley, his 3rd Pro Bowl in 4 seasons. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Breeze to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now the New York Giants star playing in the Pro Bowl as a rookie, Saquon Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll run with the Rams' Todd Gurley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's NFC football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Breeze now on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination. Though he hasn't played all 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. He keeps himself in such superb physical condition and still loves everything that goes along with football. He may play till he's 60.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Caught on the right side by Jones. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On is Aldrick Roses for the NFC field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the kick by Roses is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Breeze now on first down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Ertz over the middle. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Rosas' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The AFC takes over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league, those guys who can run.
And he will have a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the AFC adds on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all. Because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now Breeze. And he will find his Saints teammate Michael Thomas complete. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To try again after the sack. Breeze. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Infraction, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrich Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And the first half, just like the end of the game, can't end with a defensive penalty. They'll have another play.
One more play, untimed. See what happens here.
And Rosas puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So I'm waltzing down. Just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy's stone-faced wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, 3rd quarter. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the AFC going to call a timeout. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A very solid gain of 27.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Oh, design run for their wideout. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. We mentioned the history of this game, the Pro Bowl. Of course, for many folks our age, the Pro Bowl always meant a trip to Hawaii. You know, they held it there from 80 till 09, and again for a handful of years in this decade before the last 3 being here in Orlando.
And there's something to be said, no doubt about it, for getting to go to Hawaii. Imagine being named a Pro Bowler and going home and telling your family, we're headed to Hawaii for a vacation. But think about going to Orlando, especially if you've got kids. All the theme parks, all the great things to do, plus not nearly as long a flight no matter where you come from in the United States. I think it's a big deal and a good thing to have it here in Orlando.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've been and he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. This one fielded at the 5, and he'll be brought down at the 23. Make it the 24-yard line. They start with a give to Conner. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Malcolm Jenkins and the Eagles in on the tackle. From the 29, Mahomes. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year for the Rams, there on the stop. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Right back to Connor here on first. 20! And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees.
And he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the AFC adds on to their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Mahomes going to throw it here. They'll roll him out right. And he finds his Chiefs teammate, Travis Kelce. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On the handoff, Connor. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The AFC thus far on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be third, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So that one will be accepted. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.
Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or enjoy classic Madden with Madden Ultimate Team, franchise, or a quick pickup game in exhibition.
peaceful. I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gonna jump off the line and see the flag of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here.
I'm going to put it to you simply. I want you to be our starting quarterback. And I'm talking from day one. If you work hard, you focus, and you commit, you're not only going to graduate here with a 4-year degree, we're going to win a national championship together.
I want to take a moment to thank all the coaches who held me along the way. It's because of them that I have the opportunity to play at the next level.
Look, guys, I just want to thank my teammates, especially my O-line. Without them, this opportunity.
Hey, don't forget to thank your mom. Never forget to thank your mom. Might tell me where you're gonna be signing?
Actually, it's why I'm hiding in here.
Well, I know you'll make the right choice. And if you need any advice, I'm always here.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah, anytime. Actually, I've been meaning to run into you. Hello? Hello?
Who's it gonna be?
Okay.
Great decision. No pressure.
With this team's star starting quarterback out, they're turning to a kid who's never taken a snap in college. Not one.
Look, their game plan isn't complicated. Drop back, scan the field, and throw it to Isaiah Street. That's what got them to the college football playoff, and that's what's going to keep them in this game.
Drop back, scan, and throw. We're not sure the new kid can do any of these things. Don't you think that's a little harsh, Nate? 4 years ago, he was a 5-star recruit. They had high hopes for this dude.
Doesn't that say something right there? What happened to that trust?
Coach, you wanted to see me?
Come in. I want you to be the first to know that Marcus Washington decommitted last night. And he's coming here.
What? That doesn't make any sense. You said I was going to be the starter.
He's the #1 recruit in the country, son. And there's no guarantees in college football. I'm sorry.
I'm not going anywhere. Bring him in. I'll win the job. Just wait.
If you're the coach, how do you let 5-star talent waste away on the bench for this long?
No. Better question is, if you're a young 5-star recruit, why do you stay with a coach that doesn't play?
Because he's got something to prove. To who? To that coaching staff, man. I mean, the same group of guys who spent the last 4 years telling him, you're not good enough. He's got to prove it to those guys.
Yeah, take this.
All right, gentlemen. Like Coach and I always say, the second you step off this bus, you're on a business trip. We got a lot of work to do, so let's get to it. Oh, you ask me, you're the guy to get it done.
Hey, JoJo. Ooh, you lose weight. I did. Yes. Glad you noticed. Hey, boy.
Game day, baby, game day.
Get in there. Whoa. The event staff is around the corner, you see. Hey, babe, go on in there.
Uh-huh.
This is for players and coaches only.
I'm here to play LSU.
What?
The Tigers, yeah.
You? Okay. What's your name?
That's me.
You are, but, go ahead.
I'm the quarterback.
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me. You're the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Well, don't look so surprised. It's my job to know the roster. I'm Taylor Bennett. I'm working the sidelines tonight.
Okay, cool. Nice to meet you.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna record them.
Okay.
All right. So we all know your situation tonight, but we really don't know much about you as a quarterback. How would you describe your style of play?
Oh, well, oh man. Hey, what's up, man? I like to keep the defense guessing. You know, if there's a lane, I'll find it and go.
Okay. Now, how about your personality? Or better yet, how would your teammates describe you?
How would my teammates describe me?
Yeah, were you intense? You were cutthroat, a great leader, a jokester? Give me something.
I guess you could say I always stay engaged with my teammates. As you go about the week, I want to make sure everyone's prepared and ready to do their job when we come there for game day.
So a real team-first, team-player guy.
Yeah, sure, you could say that.
Yo, Taylor. Hey, can I borrow him for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Wait, hold up. You're a Heisman voter, right? Hey, I'm coming for that award next year. Look out for me.
Oh, I will.
Okay. All right, listen. You ready, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah? Because winning the national championship means everything to me. All right, I made a promise to my brother. And since I can't throw the ball to myself, we need to be on the same page, you feel me?
I got you, man. I got you.
All right.
Gators suck. LOL.
They're better than Virginia State, Virginia Tech. They're better than them. That's why they ain't making it on the game, right? Exactly.
Let's go, let's go, let's go! 10 Tucson.
JK.
Yeah, you got that right.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
Ooh. Bro, you already know you could have got tricky sprint.
Set. 60 pips. Ready, go.
Raw pass. Better catch that. Let's go. Game time.
Here we go, here we go.
Roll time.
Hut, hut.
I like that.
Here we go. Set. Fifth. Ready. Here we go.
It's so expensive.
Orange. Hut, hut. Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 8, read. Go. Set, hut. 70 in. Ready. On the double. Let's go. Ready. 15 Lonnie, 15 set, go. Got it. Ready, go. Set, ready. 10 Lobo. Set, go. Ready, ready. 90, 4. Set, hut. There. 60 outlaw. Hut, hut. Okay, break. Ready, go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 30 pace, let's go. Hut, hut.
it's pitch and catch. And you do that tonight, and we move on.
Welcome to my Minecraft gameplay. Is it ready to watch me take the NFC?
All right, I just talked to Coach. He insists on going with a simplified game plan for you tonight.
Boy, look at this monkey.
Well, his thinking is we keep it simple, you don't get overwhelmed, and then we rely on the defense to do their part.
The characters in this game look ugly, especially the
This is
models.
a joke?
All right, look, Coach just wants to put him in the best position to succeed.
No, this ain't high school ball, man. All right, this is the semifinals. If we go out there and simplify, they're going to destroy us. Come on, this is crazy, right? Right?
Agreed. Coach needs to wake up. I'm ready for this.
Why does your guy have big lips?
The game gave me that. Everybody got big lips. Look at the coach.
I
The
don't
coach
care
got
how
the
much
biggest
you
eyeballs
blame
in the
you're a leader on the
season.
team. Leaders, sometimes they have to do what's right, even if they don't like it.
Got it, Coach. I got you.
Yeah?
My person looks like he's a schmooder. It looks like he schmoods on pictures. Plus, it didn't really take an hour to customize him. It took like 5 minutes. They just want to play the game.
Ooga booga booga.
The 2018 college football season has been a wild one, and we are down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in snowy, yes, snowy Arlington, Texas. Tonight, it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the LSU Tigers taking on the Florida Gators.
What's up, bro? Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Hey, man, don't listen to the critics. You got all the talent in the world. Just go out there and put on a show.
Thanks. Means a lot.
All right, man. Hit me up when you get to the league.
Yeah.
For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. Fielded about a yard deep.
He's still up.
And he'll be brought down here. The penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start.
A sack, 1st and 45. Decline.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is someone on the...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got...
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory.
Come on, catch that.
And this is incomplete. A huge gamble.
I got you. Or is that better?
Doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with a football
Defense? Oh, no, I'm not playing defense.
already being in the red zone.
How is that defense?
On 1st down, Livingston. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Why is everyone
I'm going to need
black?
some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete.
And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And LSU has taken the early lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Gators about set to take over again on offense. The Gators now with a 1st and 10. He will not be throwing to start out as they begin on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Looking to throw. And nowhere to fit that
Why is
football
everyone
in. It's
fighting over
knocked
food?
away and incomplete. For the Gators, they are in search of their 4th national title in school history. They lifted the trophy for the first time back in '96, and then most recently they were champions in 2006 and again in 2008. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles.
Your mic volume is super low.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. Now meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's Thomas. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay that they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open. That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick, But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right.
I can run this. Sweet. Even an extra yard.
Big yardage there on the scramble that gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burke. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. So much made about the fact that we've got a quarterback who's never seen the field in a college football game. But if you go back to his high school days, he's played in front of crowds. Maybe not. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack.
Then graphics TV.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Getting ready for their next possession, this Florida Gator offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And Charles, so much of this offense the last few years centering around the combination of Marcus Washington and Isaiah Street. Street saying Washington's like a second brother to him. And, of course, many know the story. Isaiah's older brother, Ezekiel, tremendous athlete in his own right, but lost too soon to leukemia a year ago next week at the age of 20.
And that is really a gut-wrenching story, as you know. And you look back at their high school days right here in Texas, just outside of Houston. Zeke was the star quarterback, a 4-year starter, 8,000 passing yards. Isaiah, a year younger, he was the receiver.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes it in for a Gator touchdown. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Extra point safely through, and that'll cut it. To 3 at 10-7. Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. LSU with a 1st and 10. To throw is Thomas. From the gun, he'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Now Thomas. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. He's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And LSU adds on to their advantage. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. On the ground, it's Clements. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I know a coach told me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
1st down. He'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's the All-American Isaiah Streets. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Florida minus Marcus Washington trailing as we reach halftime.
Hey, kid. Just want to check in with you. How'd you feel about the 1st half?
Hey, let's do it in the 2nd half, baby. Come on.
I definitely could have played better. We got another half to go. Just got to get back there and get on the same page as these guys. Get back out and get after it.
That's right. That's all you can do. Just make sure you relax. 2nd half's going to be fine.
The Gators about set to take over again on offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Tigers of LSU looking for their 4th title in school history. They were champs way back in 1958 and twice in this century so far, 2003 and 2007. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw on second down, Thomas. The quick slant caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone?
And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and LSU adds on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Then you're getting
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. On the ground, here's Jennings. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic.
And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. Isaiah Streets 26 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Well, when we were setting up and going over our run-throughs early this afternoon, and I'm talking 6 hours before kickoff, we saw Isaiah Streets out there alone with just his young quarterback and center going through all sorts of different routes, making sure that they had everything ironed out, and it pays off there on the touchdown throw.
I got to make this comeback.
This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, LSU. Now Thomas operating from the gun. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
On 2nd down, Livingston. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. You're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have these timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another 1st down with that run. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider slow.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
Partner, that one looked like it was
Number
over.
995.
I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll run with Clements.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. This will be a carry for Clements. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He'll look to throw.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
Got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Well, I tell you what, that doesn't look like the throw of a guy who's never played college football. And, you think about it, part of the reason you have to remember, he's run the scout team in practice for 4 years, and that scout team has had to go up against their own first stringers on the defensive side. So he has practiced for all 4 of those years against one of the best defenses in the country. He seems to be, and he is in. Touchdown Gators. Isaiah Streets, his second touchdown of the night. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The LSU offense about set to begin their next possession. And this game now. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy.
That
could put you in some jeopardy.
Fielded about a yard deep. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
He'll go back to Streets again. Why not? And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Here's a 2nd and 7. Ballooning, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida, from 19 yards away. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works, and they get the 2 instead of 1. Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. LSU with a 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So the Gators' hopes for a national championship thwarted here in Arlington. And the loss of Marcus Washington a bit too much to overcome as they fall in the semifinal round.
Let's get in here, man. Keep your head up. And nothing to be ashamed of.
I got nothing to be ashamed of when I almost made a comeback. Lost by 2 points.
How did you lose your first game?
I didn't know how to play. I haven't played Madden in 3 years.
No. Give me a second. I'm sorry Zeke's not here. When I came to your mom's house 3 years ago, I promised to do everything I could to get us to a national championship. I didn't get you there. It's on me.
I let him down, Coach.
You didn't let anybody down.
Let him down.
Isaiah, you did everything in your power to keep your promise tonight. Zeke could be proud of you.
I just wanted it so bad.
I know, man. I know.
Hey, son.
Tough. Lost by 2 points. Making their comeback. Almost there in the 5th quarter. There's no 6 points.
Just want to let you know, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, I mean it. That was a gutsy performance out there tonight. And for what it's worth, I'm glad you stayed.
Thanks, Coach.
Hey, son. This doesn't have to be your last football game if you don't want it to be.
Yep, so I'm keep on going. Gotta push forward.
He's right, man. You're one heck of a player, man. Football's my life, man. But you gotta stay grounded in what's important. So I got a little surprise for you.
Isaiah!
Em! Looking good, Emily? Oh, and I'm loving this hat.
Thank you.
Oh.
Absolutely. Is that magenta? Fuchsia? What color is that?
Okay. Hey, I bet he'd probably be good at off the board, huh?
Yeah.
Look, Emily has the best games.
Okay. If you had a unicorn, would you want its mane to be purple or pink?
Well.
Well, these are both tough, but good options. I think I'm gonna have to go with purple.
Purple. No, look. You see, look, you don't pick from the options given. All right, the game is in the name. Off the board. Yeah, now it's clicking. Okay, look, if I had a unicorn, I'd have a mane that matches its horn. Silver.
I'd go with onyx.
Oh. Yeah. Told you she's a pro.
Hey, how's it going? Todd, I'm her dad. Hi. Could I talk to you for a second? Thanks. She's a little too shy to ask you. We know that you're going to be heading to the NFL draft soon, and Emily wanted to find out if you would dedicate a game to her sometime in your rookie season.
Of course, absolutely, anything.
Oh, anything? Well, actually, she wanted you to throw 3 touchdowns in that game.
3? I said 4.
She did say 4. Is that okay?
Well, 4 touchdowns is a lot.
Yeah, but how can you turn down this face? Look at that.
But I'll see what I can do.
Yes. Don't worry. He'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to see you again.
It's nice to meet you.
You too.
All right.
The college football season's wrapped up and the draft is 2 months away. Today, we kick off the NFL Scouting Combine. Over the next 7 days, more than 300 college prospects will run, jump, catch, and throw for NFL coaches and scouts. Schrager, who's your player to watch?
Guys, can I get weird for a minute?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get weird for a minute.
You know that kid out of Florida? He played in 1 game.
He just carries himself in a certain way. I see
boy.
Brady, I see Russell Wilson, I see that confidence. I would not bet against him.
Talk about it.
Look, I care about you. You should bet against him. I want you to succeed. He's played in 1 game and he lost it.
Okay, fine. He lost the game. You act like you haven't held a nail before. But in that game, he showed off some serious arm talent. If he performs well at the combine, I guarantee you there's a GM out there cash in a late 7th round pick for him.
Guess we'll see soon.
Yes, I hear you, and I've been hearing you for the last 15 minutes. I'm on top of it. How many times do you need to... Yes, I'm on top of it. I'm meeting with... I've got a few other guys to meet this week, and then I know that there's a time restraint. I understand that.
Thanks for taking the time to meet me.
Yes. Well, I know what he wants. I understand what he wants. He's told me what he wants. You don't have to tell me what he wants as well, okay? Just, can you hold on for a second? Thank you. No, just be quiet. I take any of the other top quarterbacks available, and I get praise, and I get to keep my job. I pick you, a player that barely even picked up a ball in college, and then I'm nuts. And the seat that I've got to sit on gets red hot. So why don't you tell me why you should even be on my radar?
When I found out I wasn't going to start in college, it became clear that I should transfer if I wanted to play at the next level. But I didn't. Because my word means something. I'm proud of my decision to stick. And if I was running a team, I think I would want players that were willing to compete.
Hey, I'm gonna have to call you back.
Call me back, but...
Yes, I'll have to call you back.
Okay, I love you.
I love you too, Dad.
Bye.
Are you for real? You know, you and I have a mutual friend, Mr. Jack Ford. He and I served on the same staff in St. Louis. What do you think he would have to say about your ability to lead a locker room?
Navigating a locker room can be tricky. I do my best. I try to find a balance between being the locker room guy and then the guy that the coaches can rely on to get the team bought in. But it's hard.
You know, Jack had some concerns about your leadership. But I'm not seeing that. Little inside scoop, the owner wants someone with the measurables. So you go out there, and you impress.
Albert Einstein.
You'll be on our radar.
I can do that.
Don't let me down.
Thank you.
Hand over your phone. I want to check your internet history.
You want me to give you my phone? Is that just like normal procedure?
You bet it is. You just give anyone your phone? If someone asks for your playbook, would you give them that too?
No? What? What?
You have something to hide? Look, son, this interview's about transparency.
I think I'm being quite transparent.
not transparent enough.
You're on a mountain in Alaska on a bus going 100 miles an hour. Where are you sitting on the bus?
Bus in Alaska. Well, back of the bus.
Back of the bus? Why?
I can help people escape out the back.
Are leaders in the front of the bus, the middle of the bus, or the back of the bus?
Leaders are where they need to be.
Interesting answer.
I figure back of the bus, saving people makes me look selfless. It shows that I'm a team player.
Good answer. The correct answer should have been wherever I'm needed.
Wow, wherever I'm needed. There was an option.
Funny how many eyes are on us right now, huh? Breaking us down, picking us apart. Every mistake amplified. But we got it though, right? At least I know I do.
Hey, I'm looking for your agent.
I don't have an agent.
Didn't have an agent. Less more. Congratulations.
For what?
For getting an agent. Me. Boom.
I don't think... Have I met you before?
You're about to know me.
Quarterbacks, group 4.
Looks like you're up to throw, kid. Go get him. Or should I say, go get him, client? You,
No, I'm good, man, yeah.
Yeah. That's good. Got a lot of people already. Full roster. 2 full.
On the set. Ready, go. What was that? Here we go. Gator. Hot, hot.
That's not even short though. That's a short throw back.
I'm ready. Ready. Let's go now. Let's go now. Let's go now. Hut, hut. Set, hut. 50. Clear. Let's go. Red. 60 orange. And ready. Set, ready. 8, 3, let go. Ready, ready. 70 in. Set, go. Down. 15 line, 15. Ready, go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Set, go. Come on, set. Set, hut. Set, not hut, hut. Here we go, here we go. Ready, go. Ready, break. Hut, hut. On the jump.
Okay, ready. Set, go. Set, hut. Ready to go. Ready, set. Set, go. Okay, ready. Set, hut. Red. Hut, hut. Pass so garbage.
New York fans were very vocal about you this week on social media. How would you feel about playing for the Giant?
I'd be lucky.
Well, I'm flattered by their interest. But honestly, I just want a shot. If they give me a chance, I'll be ready to work.
Totally understand.
What do you feel is your biggest strength as an NFL quarterback?
Well, I pride myself in my ability to get the job done. I'm able to focus and perform under pressure, and I think you guys saw that in the college playoff.
You definitely did.
What do you say to the critics that think you weren't ready to play in the NFL?
Have any of these critics ever played football? Honestly, I don't care what they say. It's all white noise to me. All that really matters is what those NFL teams think, guys.
Let's say this all doesn't work out for you. What's your plan B?
No plan B for me.
It's a great answer.
It's very smart. Thank you.
Bavarian chocolate cake. Nice twist. That's my client. Let it go to voicemail. Build some anticipation. But if you answer it, you'll show that the teams can count on you. So, answer it.
That would have been too long.
Hello?
Sorry, sir. We regret to...
Yeah. What was... You're not getting an invite to the draft. Which is a good thing. I mean, just ask Brady, right? Hey, how's this? I know a tailor, and he can make it feel like you're there. What's your vibe?
I don't really have a vibe. She got like a suit?
Suit? Huh, ma'am? You like a man in a nice suit?
Him? Yeah.
Yeah. Huh? Stamp of approval. First-class stamp of approval for somebody who's not getting invited to the draft.
I don't even have a suit.
What are you looking forward to seeing tonight, Daniel Jeremiah?
We waited forever last night for a running back to go, for a wide receiver to go. I don't think we'll have such a long wait tonight, and I think we're going to see a boatload of wide receivers, corners, and safeties on this day, too.
The second night and second round will begin with the Arizona Cardinals on the clock, and I will give them $20 if they choose a quarterback. I don't some of the reactions.
You are definitely going in the third round. Third round is your round. This is the round you want to be drafted in, huh? I mean, no one good ever came out of the third round.
Russell Wilson came out of the third round.
Never heard of him.
Well, he won a Super Bowl, Les.
And so will you, as a fourth rounder. It's over. It's over.
It's only the sixth round.
Every agent's dream. Representing a seventh rounder. Guess as long as I just get my 30%.
Yes. Did you say 30%?
Couldn't have done better at the combine.
You know, I didn't ask you to be my agent.
Well, maybe I shouldn't have been. I had people lining up wanting me to represent them.
No, you didn't, actually. I don't even know if you're accredited, man.
Put her on speaker.
Hello?
Hi, this is Bruce Arians, head coach out in Tampa Bay. We've had our eye on you for a while, and we're making you the newest member of the Buccaneers. Come be ready to compete.
We will be!
Who's that?
No, don't worry about it. Thank you so much, sir. I will be there. I'll be ready to go. Thank you.
Oh, yes! Let's get some grilled cheese.
Let's start at the top. The Buccaneers, draft winners or draft losers?
I'll go first on this one. I gave it some thought.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to say winners.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not in love with some of their early picks.
I know, but I'm talking about a couple of their late rounders and one of them who is fascinating.
Trace, you talking about that quarterback,
I'm just saying, bingo.
Bingo. He's intriguing, for sure. I think a little coaching, a little patience. I think he could be a strong backup.
Ooh.
If he's in the right situation, the right system, he could compete for a starting gig.
Adams, he never saw the field in college. We're going to go on the field and start for an NFL team?
I know, it's just a hunch, I guess.
Like that.
All right. That's good. Go on hunch.
So where are we headed?
Oh, isn't it on the app?
That you?
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't gonna say anything because I'm a professional. But for what it's worth, I think you are the guy that's gonna turn things around here for our quarterback situation. You know, I played a little JUCO ball myself.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Had the coach in here last week, and I was not impressed at all. I do a little JV coaching in my spare time, so I have a really good feel about the game. Should have told him one of my plays. He could have used it this Sunday.
You know, I actually haven't even met him yet.
It's Bruce Arians, real cool dude. Wears one of those kangaroo hats. Real cool. By the way, you see the moves we made this offseason? Deshaun Jackson, Humphreys walked. Good news, we still got Mikey Evans. 1,500 yards last year. And our tight end, O.J. Howard, he's a beast. You lean on those two guys, you're gonna have a pretty good season. Now, if you can get past Jameis, I can see you becoming the guy here. Take the reins, put on a kangaroo hat, and tell Arians I said so.
Thanks. I'll pass it along. I'm not really sure how much they'll listen to me, though. I'm just a rookie.
Had Chris Pratt in here last week. Good-looking guy. But I think if he fights a raptor, the raptor's gonna win. That's just me. That's just me. I don't care how many names he calls him. In fact, I actually did I do some archaeology on the side. And I found a T-Rex bone in Missouri once. I think it was a T-Rex bone. I was like, look at, whoa! Sorry about that.
Cool. Actually, I think you just dropped me off right up here, man.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Just right up front. Thank you.
This is the start of something beautiful, kid. And in this city, if you need anything, if you need alpacas, if you need emus, any type of livestock, home loan, or warranty, you call me.
You're the guy.
If you... Think we'll call.
This game, it's about legacy, kid. Achievement. Exceeding expectations. Your college accolades, they're in the past. Your draft status, just a number. But your legacy, you start building that today. It's about the way you interact with teammates, coaches, opponents. It's about fearlessness, week in, week out. Overcoming the onslaught of the league's top defenders. Demonstrating leadership in everything you do, from how you play to what you wear. It's about laying a strong foundation in your rookie season, becoming the quarterback I always knew you were. But first, right now, it's about winning the starting job. Good luck out there, kid.
Face of the franchise. Pittsburgh, I'm gonna beat them.
Start your week by installing your game plan. This is the player. This is your develop. This is your player's zone ability. A super.
I guess the road is my home and there's so many milkers bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clippity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible. Like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers.
Let's go. On the hop, fellas, on the hop. Who wants it? Let's see some hustle out there today. Got a big game this week. Come on.
Flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet.
Ready?
I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone got a jet mode. Bad big presto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna
fight. I'm ready.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Man can't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the big.
Hey, big fella, swing over here. Let's talk. We've been talking about you getting better every week. And you know what?
Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, round it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and fifties and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her like she can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep it score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunters, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Well, he's going to take a shot right away, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. 7th-round pick. He made it through training camp. Now he's getting some reps.
And that's all you want, an opportunity. 7th-round pick. I haven't met a 7th-round pick yet that didn't play really, really hard because they're ticked off they didn't go in the first 6 rounds. All you want is that chance, and once they get it, many times they turn out to be great players.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Back to throw here. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you'd gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series. Peyton Barber, a surprise workhorse for the Buccaneers in 2018. I don't think they expected him to have 234 carries, but he certainly felt like he could carry the load and just carried it there for a nice gain.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain there of 21 yards.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Here's Barber, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. They'll run with Barber, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game.
Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash gotta make it.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the...
Ready, set. 52's the mic. Check. 52's the mic. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. He'll look to throw. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now a give, running right, Barber. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And that'll bring up second down. 7th-round picks. They go into training camp just hoping they won't be a casualty. He came out on the good side.
And plenty of them, if they work hard, get an opportunity, they can turn themselves into a heck of a player. One of my favorite 7th-round picks of all time, Marcus Colston. Big-time receiver, coming out of Hofstra, ends up having a heck of an NFL career.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And break, the tight end's got it. These two teams all tied after 1. 2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at that nice little drive brewing right here.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 5 yards on the touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive... I mean, remember we talked with the offensive line? And one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. I just...
On the set. Check 52's the mic. No chance. Now.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. That'll bring up 2nd down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter. And I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
23 yards the pickup there.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. From a yard out. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to...
Stick the oar. Let's go, Pete. Tighten up. Let's go, Pete.
They'll set up a throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here, and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle. They'll set up to throw. And Ellington has it, middle of the field. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend it. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from...
And you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is... I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed.
Hey everybody, it's the coach.
60 outlaw. Check 53's Mike. I don't even know why this team shot.
Back to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Sometimes those guys taking the 7th round, you can think, oh, maybe he's just happy to be in the league. I don't think that's the case here.
And you know those actor friends that we have? How do they start every script?
How many actors?
What's my motivation, right? Well, this guy's motivation is you got picked in the 7th round, so no one...
It got his man, complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Let's go. Fire.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now in week 3, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 16-yard touchdown. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel if they have a really good first drive.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. his first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards.
It's caught inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 24. Barber on 1st and 10. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's their quarterback, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play.
On the ready. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. On deck, baby, on deck.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
He'll drop to throw. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Now back to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Jannard Avery. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back to...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback.
60 outlaw. 58 right there. And let's get in there hard.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And it's a Buccaneers touchdown. And he certainly... Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters.
Foot on the gas, I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas, I will not crash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damagers. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can call for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble.
Can Zeke? He's the coach.
Let's go to A-Reed.
Looking to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, 75 yards.
Ready, ready. 15, run. 15, run.
He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Snap.
2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him.
Set. 10 over. 54. Blue down, blue down. Let's go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the 1st quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, I'd like to be in the huddle with him right now. You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
And some space here. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the back.
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's there. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And you and I, we just looked at each other and kind of had the same thought. I don't think that we saw this result coming. If they were going to win, maybe at home, but not here on the road.
No, not at all. We thought that at the end, you know, the strength would win out. And that didn't happen. But let's give them credit. One on the road.
Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Dash, honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when I tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed to emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they the ring and the trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets, the coast will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like.